Hi guys, welcome to a new episode of Trade of the Week. In today's episode, we're going to be discussing a trade on Aussie dollar which banked me 3.4%. So without further ado, let's dive straight in. So as you guys know me, I always like to start analyzing on the 4-hour time frame. So overall on the 4-hour time frame, I was pretty bullish, mainly due to the fact that we broke out of this descending trend line a while ago. So after these lower highs that were created continuously, we saw a breakout and we created a new higher high in comparison to this previous lower high. So once we knew that the 4-hour trend was bullish, we could start looking for longs. When looking for longs, I always like to dive into the most recent price action. So as we can see, I was looking at the overall structure over here. So the overall structure seemed pretty consolidative, however I did recognize a pattern within the area of consolidation. So on the 4-hour time frame, we had this clear descending wedge, and therefore once price was over here and breaking out, I was looking to trade the break retest of the descending wedge. So you might also wonder, what are these gray zones that you have drawn on your chart? Well, these are my potential reversal areas based on imbalances within the market, and as you can see, they work pretty precisely. Once we tapped into this lower zone, this for me personally was a break retest of previous structure that we had created over here. So this area over here was the break retest of this overall area of consolidation, and I was therefore not looking for any shorts once we rejected pretty hard from this reversal area. Once we rejected the reversal area, we started impulsing towards the upside into my other reversal area. From there, we created a nice double top, started seeing the retracement back towards the downside, and then what did we see? After breaking out of the descending wedge, we retested structure of the descending wedge, which was a liquidity area over here, alongside the 618 Fibonacci retracement. So looking at the 4-hour time frame, I was just super bullish. We were coming from this reversal area down below, broke out of the overall 4-hour descending trend, then we broke out of this 4-hour descending wedge, had a 618 and tapped into liquidity. So therefore I was looking for a continuation of the trend further towards the upside. So then diving into my entry time frame, let's have a look at the 1-hour time frame. So what was the 1-hour time frame doing? Well, as we can see, once we had the rejection from the 618 Fibonacci retracement, we were starting to move towards the upside. However, price did seem very consolidative, and therefore I was going to be waiting for a breakout out of the area of consolidation to then trade the retest further towards the upside. So let me just remove the lines for you guys. So looking at the 1-hour time frame, I was waiting for the breakout of the area of consolidation, which we saw over here. And from that point onwards, I knew, okay, this is the moment I want to be looking for longs, mainly due to the fact that for me personally, this was a lower high. This was our double bottom, fill of a trend continuation, created a new higher high, and now waiting for a retest on the previous lower high. So what I then did was that, as you guys know from my other video called Easy to Use Forex and Crypto Strategy, make sure to check that one out as well. I like to place my order back on top of previous structure. So I marked out the previous high of the area of consolidation. If we dive down deeper into the 30-minute time frame, it will become a little bit more clear. We can then see that we had this obvious area of consolidation, right? So as we know, in these areas of consolidation, we have liquidity pools. So once price taps into those liquidity pools, it has enough liquidity to then see a continuation of the trend. And by that, price also creates a new higher low. So I was waiting to enter on the new higher low, mainly due to the fact as well that once you enter upon a new higher low, you're going to have the best risk to reward. So once that was done, I set my order on this previous area of structure with my take profit all the way at the top near my 4-hour area of resistance, anticipating that we would see a new 4-hour double top. And I set my stop loss just underneath structure over here, so underneath this area of structure. This was my area of structure, and underneath that, on this wick over here, I set my stop loss. Target was set at the 4-hour double top. So we just had a clear break retest of structure, which is also resistance, of course. and then I just let the trade play out towards the upside. And therefore we banked 3.4%. So yep, that was my trade of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions whatsoever regarding the strategy, make sure to check out the link in the bio down below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.